Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rest in peace to Malikah Shabazz, Malcolm X's daughter. She was just found dead in her apartment. It's a shame, all the negative things that are happening to the family of Malcolm X. And it won't get that much exposure because a lot of people didn't love Malcolm X the way black people love Malcolm X. A lot of people didn't love Malcolm X the way righteous people love Malcolm X. I woke up with a text message from a close friend of mine sending me a link to the story. And it's a shame. It's a shame that a beautiful, righteous queen was taken out. We ain't doing no conspiracy theories here. We're going to speak the absolute truth. When they couldn't shut Malcolm X up, they shoved his wife. When they couldn't shut Malcolm X up, they took him out. When they couldn't shut Malcolm X up, his grandson died for speaking truths. And now his daughter dies or gets murdered, or however you want to say it. There should be a real investigation on this because we know this is nothing that meets the eye, you know what I mean? This has been happening to black people for decades, for centuries. Once your word is too strong, your mind is too powerful, you get an illness, brain aneurysms, you get assassinated. And this right here is a telltale sign for anyone who is strong in their conviction, who is righteous, and who is black. Black man, woman, or child, we are not safe in America. If you got knowledge of self and intelligence, Mr. Magic Man 810, salute, man. Thanks for stepping in, man. Hit that like button for the brother. But yo, I know nobody really up tonight or this morning, but this needs to be spoke about. Someone needs to say something about this before this gets swept under the rug like every other time a black man or woman got murdered in America. Like every other time somebody that was doing something righteous to uplift the community is murdered in America. Did the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan had something to do with this, as he's had something to do with Malcolm X's death. No, nobody gonna talk about that. They ain't gonna talk about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan saying that whatever Elijah Muhammad do, he'll do it for Elijah Muhammad was his man's. So since you couldn't shut the door up, did you ever murder? Did you poison her? What happened to Malcolm X's daughter? What happened to Malcolm X's grandson? Because Malcolm X's grandson, he was making noise for a minute. He burned the house that when he was a kid that happened to kill Malikah Shabazz, rest in peace. But he was a child with no father figure reaching out. He started a fire that killed his grandma. And I don't condone that. But he was a child. He did his time. He kept home. He's doing righteous shit. He's grown up. He's blown up. Next thing you know, he's dead. A few years later, his mom's dead now. You know what I'm saying? Where do we find these people? When are we gonna do something to protect these black people, our strong, righteous black brothers and sisters that's trying to do something to separate us from all this negativity in America, trying to do something to let the truth be known of who we are. Yo, I don't know what y'all feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel, man. Because a lot of black people are so deaf, dumb, and blind now. They don't want knowledge of self. They don't seek knowledge of self. They're not looking for knowledge of self. And the reason that is because because they don't know who they are. They in fear of the truth and the power that they can have by being righteous, by having knowledge of self. Malikah Shabazz wasn't. Malikah Shabazz put her life on the front lines many a times trying to find and murder her father. Anissa Devlin, good morning, Queen. Salute, please, thanks for coming in. Please hit that like button. Y'all gotta excuse me, yo. This touched a certain part of me because my father was a minister under Malcolm X. My father had nothing but great things to say about Malcolm X while I was growing up. And the same way Malcolm X, Father Allah, was murdered in Harlem, is the same way my father was murdered in Harlem. I'm my father's only child. He's dead. So a lot of things I talk about that he tell me, my father will always be his bond to me because he never lied to me. He told me the gritty, dirty, honest truth. And when he was telling me, I was too young to see it. Now my eyes are wide open. Anissa Devlin, thank you. I want to say condolences to her family, the rest of Shabazz family, her sisters are still alive, her kids. This is horrible, though. This is definitely horrible. And it won't get the media coverage it deserves, but I'm going to give it the media coverage that I know it deserves. Malikah Shabazz, you was an honorable black queen. Nothing but love and respect for you, for your son, rest in peace, him too, for your mother, rest in peace, Betty Shabazz, and for your father, the minister Malcolm X, the one who brought Muhammad Ali to the nation, the one who set up walks, talks with different countries. But like I said, this smells like the nation of Islam, the NOI to me. They don't like they always say the 5% nation. I heard Louis Farrakhan one time say something that kind of hit me the wrong way. He was like, the 5% nation of gods and earths. It was our protection, like we did guard dogs or something. Like we just DQ, salute, good morning, good morning. Like we're just some savages that live Islam as a way of life, but will go all out and take heads off for any means. No. We're poor righteous teachers. Minister Louis Farrakhan, and we are brother keepers. We're not gonna murder our brothers for because they put the truth out there. The truth, and we all know the truth was Elijah Muhammad was a pedophile. Elijah Muhammad was knocking up young teenage girls. And when Malcolm X said something about it, he got cahoots with the white man. And no, there's no jail, but my bad big as hell. He got cahoots with the white man, the FBI, to infiltrate Malcolm X's camp and killed him in front of his daughters. Burned the house that he lived at with his kid, with his babies in there. And y'all talking about y'all for the people. Mr. Louis Farrakhan, y'all for us. If y'all for the people, why was his family protected after y'all did what y'all did? Y'all really cared about the people. Why y'all got bases in Chicago, the highest murder and crime rate in Chicago? We got all them strong FOI brothers out there that can infiltrate that community and slow down the murders that's going on. Why aren't y'all making no moves like that? Malikah Shabazz got murdered because she spoke her mind. She got taken out, she got assassinated like her father before her because she spoke her mind. She got assassinated like her son before her because she spoke her mind. We should be bigging up Malikah Shabazz. We should be bigging up the whole Shabazz family. Because without them, without Malcolm X, my father would have had knowledge of self. Would have been able to show me knowledge, teach me the righteous way of life. Because he was under Malcolm X as his assistant minister, whatever you want to call it. Baltimore bike life. That's 100% fact. But you know why their convictions got overturned? Because they found the murderer. The murderer was a Muslim brother out of Temple number 25 in North New Jersey. That's who it was. And they got them overturned. And now they're about to sue the government. Now Malcolm X's daughter is dead. Yo, this is some lunacy right here. And for people who don't support their black people, their righteous black people, you are hypocrites. You are savages to pursue happiness. You NOI brothers and sisters out there. You still ride with Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Well, Minister Louis Farrakhan learned everything he learned from Malcolm X. And then he stabbed Malcolm X in the back like a Benedict Arnold, like a Judas. He stabbed Malcolm X in the back like a Judas. A Benedict Arnold. So you want to call Malcolm X a Benedict Arnold? I call the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, Minister Louis Farrakhan, a Judas, a Benedict Arnold, a turncoat, a sellout, a traitor. That's what I pointed to. And if the government really investigate this and go all the way back to when Malcolm X was first being harassed by speaking the truth from the nation, when his house was being bombed and burned down, and before he got assassinated, they'll be arrested. They be arresting the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan right now. But you know why they ain't gonna do it? Because they was in cahoots with it. They was following Malcolm X. They was telling Malcolm X. They was listening on Malcolm X's phone calls. But y'all couldn't stop him from getting assassinated. That's BS. I'll call a flag on that play. I'll call a flag on that play. The same, I'm gonna mix this in. But the same way you FBI agents was following the notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace, and he got assassinated right under your nose, y'all followed this man all while he was in L.A. Come on, man. Anytime black men get too big of a voice, what they do to us? Black men and women, they take us out of here. They get rid of us. But I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I'm gonna say everything I want to say, everything that needs to be said, because that is a dude that was civilized man and speak the truth. And I want to say one more time, rest again to Malikah Shabazz. You are loved by your family, by the supporters of your family, your father, your mother. And you're loved by the true and living God, born divine almighty Allah. Rest in peace. Like I said, condolences to the rest of your sisters and your kids. You will be missed in this life. But it won't stop here. We will make sure that your name rings bells out around this country, out around this world. Because you was one of the most righteous men I ever heard of, read about. Daughter. Somebody put his life on the line for his cause. He didn't care what they was the threats. He still spoke his truth. And I will always respect that about that man. So rest in peace to Shabazz clan. And my condolences to the ones that are still here. Peace. 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 This is the King of New Jersey. I'm born divine almighty Allah. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies and we speak the truth. Like I said, rest in peace to Malcolm X, his daughter Malikah Shabazz, and his wife Betty Shabazz and their grandson, little Malcolm. Yo, I'm out.